Hello, I am going to tell a story of a person who appears to have been drugged or poisoned for being a whistleblower. This story is inspired by actual events. With the world we live in, I'm sure you understand, I can tell you more truth with a story than with the truth. So please don't ask if it was General Motors in the awe. I can't answer those questions. I will be telling you many stories inspired by actual events. On occasion, I will state actual events that can be verified, but unless specifically mentioned and linked in the description, understand it is a story inspired by actual events. The tale I will be telling today appeared to be a sex scandal, but it was not apparent at first. It will discuss a member of management putting quality of vehicles at risk and possibly the safety of people buying them. The dates in question was on or around May 20th, 2011 and May 21st, 2011. Understand, drugging or poisoning was not the first attempt to silence or stop this person, and it was done for a reason. I am telling you the whole story a tale at a time. On this day, if the union contract had been followed, you would not have had a temporary worker covering repairs. If the quality rules had been followed, you would not have had a temporary worker using a repair stamp belonging to the alternate committee person, or using a bypass key to release defects without fixing them first. And you definitely would not have had our group leader showing the temporary worker how to mark them repaired in the computer using someone else's login information. Now, this was before General Motors had ignition cylinders falling out, and before Toyota had the brake problems, or cars bursting into flames. But no matter what, this should not have happened. These to me seem more serious than forgetting to update a part number after you fix a problem with, say, ignition cylinders falling out. They never changed the number. Here you have management and union coordinating to falsify quality documentation. I collected paperwork to prove what was going on. I turned it into my alternate committee person. Furthermore, I was hoping this would get cleaned up. Nope, I found out later it was key and stamp being used. So he made the proof disappear. It was covered up. And I was told the shift leader was going to fire the temp if I didn't drop it. Aside from the implied quid pro quo of the offer to not fire someone if I drop it, the main thing is the members of management involved in this as well as union leaders involved should have been fired. Maybe alongside with the temp. But for him to scapegoat the worker to cover up what was going on was just not right. I had a committee call around June 8, 2011. I was taking this issue to them. He started in blaming me for this. I don't think I was aware at this time the alt committee person was the owner of the stamp and bypass key. I was pissed. I told him to fuck off. I would take care of this myself. I was heading out of town for a week. I was attending a 4-day training session on weapons in unarmed combat. Before I left, I emailed the regional office of our union. I asked why the union was blaming me for this. Why they were taking the side of management and a non-union temporary worker over a dues-paying member. We had also recently had an election, and when I returned from vacation, the local union officers who had lost the election, they were removed early. I was greeted near the door by the new zone committee person. He informed me of the change. I did get the new zone committee person to write a quality grievance. I demanded the company check more than 1,000 vehicles the temporary worker had been responsible for covering repairs. She was untrained in using a repair stamp. As well as using a computer, she had only been shown how to mark items as repaired. There was no expectation she was entering defects. I wanted to ensure our customers were getting the quality they were paying for when they bought our trucks. But I found out years later, the zone guy was making deals with management to keep his brother from getting fired. He allegedly got drunk and attacked someone. I knew the family from my old plant. He had one brother that was rumored to get drunk and into fights a lot. So I have no idea if my zone guy fought to get those checked or not. I really doubt it looking back. Now if anyone does some digging, and they want to ask if the comedy and alt comedy people's names were Ralph M. and Mike Reed or Reed, I can't answer that. So please don't ask or comment. Or if they moved to Indiana from New York and Ohio, please don't ask. And please don't ask if the shift leader's name was Terrence Purnell. I am just telling a story based on actual events, and just can't get into that. The source of these stories. He has health issues as a result. He has been trying to stream. He has no reasonable expectation of getting better. It's been almost 2 years since he lost his job. So please help get the word out. Ad revenue from YouTube might help pay for healthcare. Right now he is being supported by elderly family, and he fully expects to die from worsening health conditions or when his support system dies.